Okay, so here we have the Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon. This is for ages 9 and up. This is set number 75257, and this has 1351 pieces. And we see the lineup of minifigures down here. So we have Lando Calrissian, we've got Chewbacca, C-3PO, Finn, Bulio, R2-D2, and Dio. So of all these characters, I already have the R2-D2, I have Dio, I have C-3PO. I've never owned a Chewbacca, so that's a first. And then Bulio, I could care less for. Finn, that would be a first. And then Lando, that would be a first. But that is the older version of Lando. So here's the back of the box. This is where it gets interesting because it has a variety of play features, which is pretty amazing. So here we have nice little scenery here in the background of them on an adventure. And then let's start with this first one. So you can open the hatch, and then looks like you can remove a platform that you could put them on for the turret. And then the second one, we have the turret on top of the hatch that swivels, goes 360, and then it goes up and down, it looks like, and rotates and all that good stuff. And then we have the one on the bottom portion of the Millennium Falcon that pretty much does the same thing. It looks like it's on a ball joint on the end there. And then right here we have a nice little scenery going on with Finn in the chair, and then Chewie next to the little game, the chess board looking piece right there. And then we have a final one with Finn opening the hatch, and then Chewie laying down, R2-D2 is there, and yeah, just some nice little shots there from the Millennium Falcon, these last images. So let's start with the major one right here. So it has 4 main panels, and the back of the Millennium Falcon looks pretty amazing to me with those 1x2 clear towel pieces and the bands on the top and bottom. And then we have these final 3 play features. So as usual, the spring-loaded shooters. Okay, so there we have the cockpit area, and that whole piece comes out, which is nice. And then this last image right here shows them in a different area of the ship with Dio, and looks like Chewie's holding a coffee cup and he's making some food or something. And we got Finn doing whatever Finn does. And yeah, that is a healthy amount of play features for this thing. I mean, there should be, considering how expensive and large this ship is, and also how iconic. All right, so let's go through this slowly. So it looks like they bagged up all the special pieces on some base plates. And this one, so that window piece for the cockpit, and that piece as well. And then we have the 2 bands that were on the back of the Millennium Falcon that I showed. So those come separately, and they're just like plastic sticks, pretty much. Here's the booklet, which I will open here in a bit. And then we move on to the bags here. So we have 2 number 1 bags, 2 number 2 bags, and then we have 3, 4, 5, we got 6, we got 7, and then we got 8 up here, 9, and then 10. So yeah, this is a gnarly looking thing. I've never seen that before. It being packaged in like some kind of cardboard type deal. So we pull this out, and that is a nice looking booklet. I might actually keep this. And here's a shot of all the other sets from that era. I really wish I would have gotten this one right here just because of BB-8. I never got a BB-8 minifigure, unfortunately. I know I have this set right here for sure. I got this set right here. And then of course now I got this one. I got this bad boy right here, Y-Wing. And then this should be the same as this one. It is, okay. That's the same as that one. And I always wanted to get this. Never got it, unfortunately. And of course that matches up with this one right here. So pretty nice. So what I'm gonna do for this set is actually, I'm gonna put all the bags in the box and just pull them out one by one. Just cause, so I'm in the middle of Hurricane Beryl right now, and we've lost power, unfortunately. And I'm most likely not gonna stay over here where I'm at with my mom's for that long, so I'm gonna do it one at a time and then probably take it over back to where I was staying and finish it up over there. And yeah. So next update, this thing will be fully built and I'm gonna give my thoughts, opinions, and go through all the play features and what I like or don't like, or little quirks that I find around the ship or set. And yeah, we'll see you guys here in a bit. Okay, so I was about to build this and I completely missed the sticker sheet. So let's see, apparently this has 15 sections of sticker sheets. That doesn't mean it has exactly 15 stickers, or let me actually count. Yeah, so it's just 15 sections of sticker sheets, and this looks like from 20 to 30 pieces. I'm not gonna count all of them, but these look pretty cool. All right, guys, so the Lego Star Wars Manila. Okay, so the Lego Star Wars Manila. Okay, so the Lego Star Wars Millennium Falcon is fully built up, and I just want to give you guys a cool little shot here of this thing. So amazing. That's the front right there. I'm going to start with the least part of interest, which is the entire bottom side of this thing, which is pretty much filled with the flat base plates. And let's start on this turret right here. So this is on a ball joint and it just moves around, so nothing crazy about that. And then you have the stands right there. There is 4 of them, or the landing gear, and you can see that. Then you have the red studs kind of flaring out there. Alright, so now I'm going to focus my attention on the side of the Millennium Falcon. So just all the details around here. And just want to go over anything. I don't want to miss anything on this set since it's so huge. And there's a lot of details. So here is the back, the thrusters, and these 2 bands right here, which is pretty amazing the way that came out. We have all the detailing here on the top. Whole lot of detail going on all over the place. The satellite dish right here, which is also on a ball joint, as you can tell. And it's got this robot arm on the back there for detail. And yeah, that's that. You can see a sticker right there that is being used, and I believe they got shot at, so that's what this is depicting. We have the turret right here, which goes around, all around, and then you can move this as well, all around this way, since it's on that ball joint. Once again, a heavy use on the ball joints, which is really nice for these turrets, so they move more freely, realistically. Yeah, you can see more detailing here with the vents. These are stickers right here. More stickers. A sticker right there. And then that top piece as well is a sticker, which is a window, depicting a window. We got more stickers here on this panel right here. This kind of round panel on the top. And I believe this is supposed to be depicting dirt. These tan colored Lego pieces, or some sort of, I guess, like giving it like a grimy look or something of that sorts. And then we have the cockpit right here, so as you can tell, and I have C-3PO behind Lando Calrissian. So that's how I got that set up. And I think the reason I chose these particular minifigures to be seated in there is because it's the only ones that I could really seat in there. I couldn't do Chewie or the other dude with the horns because they were just too like expanded out, if that makes any sense, and the cockpit piece wasn't going to be able to go over. Okay, so now let's focus our attention on these panels opening up, all of the panels. So there's this main one right here that comes down like that using that those Technic pieces. So it comes down like that, and first thing you'll see is this chair, and I'm just going to open it around everywhere pretty much. So let's do that, and that. And pretty much reveals all the interior, and just looks really pleasing to me, or pleasing to my eye. It's so cool knowing like how much spacing this has. Unfortunately, when you're standing minifigures like straight up, for example, like right here, or typically it's like the outer portion when you're standing them, because that's where the panel is closest when you close it, if that makes sense. So you can tell this is going to be lower. This point right here is going to be lower than this point right here. So naturally, you're going to run into issues like right there, I believe. Yeah, because you can see how that is, and if I remove him, then it goes lower, because of course it's hitting his head. And then the panels were constructed like this, basically. And yeah, they turned out really nice. I have really no complaints with that. And I don't see myself ever doing anything like that, like just off the top of my head. So pretty amazing what they're able to do and design with Lego pieces and these like triangle pieces and all that, slopes and whatnot. All right, so in this portion of the video, we're gonna look at the minifigures real quick. So we're gonna start with Finn right here. And he has his little man purse on the side, the blaster, and you can see all of his printing around there. And I'm going to show you his alternate face. So that's the alternate face, and he's panicked right there. And I'm going to show you R2-D2 briefly. So that's R2-D2. It's pretty much the same R2-D2 from like since the beginning, pretty much. It doesn't seem like there's any changes. And then here is Chewie, or Chewbacca. And this is the first. This is a first for me. I've never had a Chewbacca minifigure, so this is awesome. And it's cool how these pieces come together. So it's just a regular torso piece like that with like no color on it. And then his head pretty much has all the detailing. And there he is with his blaster, which I'm actually going to shoot off right now. So hopefully I don't lose this stud piece right here. Alright, I have no clue where that went. I'm going to find that later. Here we have Lando Calrissian, an older version of him. And there he is with his cape, which are different colors. So the outer is black and the inner looks like a cyan color, I'd say. Take a look at his gun. This thing right here is a little janky. It is kind of odd, and it like comes off easily. So I'm going to show you that right now. So check that out. Like, what is that? But yeah, it goes on there, and it is prone to spinning like really easily. So yeah, a weird gun there for him in Lego form. I feel like they should have just designed a whole new gun for him that was just a one piece instead of doing this weird monstrosity. And he also has his little pimp cane, so it's got that going on as well. And then here we have C-3PO, and he looks as amazing as ever. And yeah, nothing crazy going on here. Just want to show him off right there. Next up, we got Dio right here, a little guy that takes up a stud to place. And you can see the detailing on him. And this makes 2 Dio minifigs for me. And then the final minifigure is this guy right here. So he's got the horns going on, and kind of an odd minifigure. And yeah, there is his detailing and all that. He's like in a jumpsuit of sorts. And yeah, that's that guy. And that pretty much makes up all the minifigures. I just wanted to get that out of the way before I continued going through all these play features. In terms of placement of these minifigures in the cockpit area, you're supposed to have Dio back here on his little stud right there. And then we have Lando right here, and I try to put that steering or shift piece like in his hand so it looks more realistic. Alright, so this is pretty much how I originally had it. So I have C-3PO back there, and I've enclosed this thing. And the only thing I don't like about this is the gaps right here. That is just like some gnarly gaps. You'd think they'd seal it off better. I've seen a lot of YouTube channels saying that there's a huge gap in here as well, but honestly, I don't mind that. it doesn't look super crazy. But what really bothers me is the fact that the cockpit area has some major gaps. Alright, so let's start showing off these play features. So I put this guy in the chair, and you can pretty much like spin him around everywhere like that. And there's a whole control panel thing going on back there, so he can be doing that. You can have the boys playing the game on here, the hologram checkerboard looking thing. Maybe they're tired and they want to go to bed, so you put them on these beds. And back here we have more detailing going on, and I just threw all of the guns like back here pretty much, and the extra blaster piece. But there's a storage compartment right here which I just opened up. You can put like studs in there, I guess, if you really wanted to. And put that back on top. And we have this area over here with the coffee mug, and looks like an oven right there with a stove on top. Looks like a oven right there with a pan on top of it. So I guess Finn can be drinking a mean cup of joe, and Chewie can be making some eggs right there or whatever. There's a clip right here that is holding this wrench tool. Let me just take that out. And that's what that looks like. So I have Finn over here doing some repairs on the Millennium Falcon, and he is worried. Next up, I didn't even realize this, but there's a compartment right here, and I'm actually going to put all the guns in there, so that helps a lot. But I think this is the scene it's trying to recreate, or it's from that scene where they have to go in here and put on the gas masks because the stormtroopers are coming in and they have docked. Something along those lines. And yeah, that closes pretty nicely, and I just threw everything in there. Wonder if I can put this, it's probably too long. Okay, surprisingly enough, that fits. And it'd probably be a pain to take it out, but I don't care, it fits. So, that's awesome. So yeah, every minifigure, all of their guns or accessories or whatever are inside of that storage unit, along with the extra blaster or spring-loaded shooter. Alright, this is probably going to be the most difficult thing to show off, but it is the ramp right here, so I'm going to press on that flat tile right there, and it should just come down like that, and you can make it seem like Finn is going down there. So yeah, it looks like he's going down there, but unfortunately he doesn't really like fit properly. He's gonna hit probably his waistline, or his like maybe his pecs are gonna hit like right there, pretty much. But let's just push him down. So he should still go down there and come out the other end. So you see those studs there on the end, the 1x2 piece right there, that should latch onto the bottom of that other piece, and it should just close like that, so it looks flush with everything else. And yeah, this should be the last thing right here. So in terms of this like circular area, that should be everything. But anyways, I don't know if I'm missing a top for that, just like this one has, or if that's intentional. I don't remember. But yeah, there's another storage unit right there, and that's nice. I got the spring-loaded shooters right here, which I'm going to shoot off right now. So you can tell how they hid those on the side. So let me show you that part as well. And cool, it's cool how they made it like blend together with the design or the aesthetics or whatever, and combine that into a play feature. So that's cool. But basically you stick your finger in there, pause, and it goes off like that. That one went a little janky, didn't it? It went downward, inward, downward. Okay, and that pretty much just leaves us with this right here, that play feature. And let's just open that up. And this is going to reveal this thingy right here. So it's a little platform where you can put two gunners, and I believe one of these controls the top one, and then the other one controls the bottom one that's down there, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so I just remembered his name. So now I have Finn and Bullio on the little turret controller platform, and I'm going to plop them in here like so. So, I did that wrong. Alright, it's not working. Okay, so I'm gonna pop them in there like so. And this should go in seamlessly if it wasn't for Bulio's horns. Okay, after some slight modifications, let's see if this thing works. So, it slides in pretty easily, and now we have our headless gunner and Finn in there, and they're controlling the turrets. I also don't want to leave out that these backrests actually move, and this one spins, sorta, kinda, and yeah, so you can mess with that. Yeah guys, and that pretty much covers the LEGO Star Wars Millennium Falcon in all its glory. And yeah, this is a pretty amazing LEGO set, and I'm very proud of this. This looks magnificent, and I always wanted a Millennium Falcon. And I do want to say that this is most likely going to be the last LEGO video that I do, at least for a long time, because I'm moving into other stuff that I want to do. So like some recently purchased like airsoft guns or gel guns that I still haven't made videos on, and just different kind of content, just so I can keep this channel diverse as it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a little bit of everything in terms of, like, for example, like gaming or reviews and unboxings and product reviews and just anything like that, or just whatever I want to put on here that is entertaining, basically, or entertaining for the viewer, that is, but is also entertaining for me to be showing you guys or sharing. So yeah, that does it for this video. Feel free to check out my SoundCloud, and I also just put a song on streaming, which I will have a link in the description below. It should be on most streaming services. It is Better Days altogether, as if it were one word, no space. And yeah, that is the track, and I will have, of course, the SoundCloud linked, that specific song linked, and yeah, that's about it. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like this content. Leave a like on the video if you like the video. And yeah, that pretty much does it, guys. I will see you in the next video. Adios.
These kind of verses is king shit. Honestly, the typical little boy shit I can do without. Partying and fucking around, but I don't fuck around. Full circle like first bars of this verse. Demons and angels coming out of me, they disperse. What's left is a void, ready to kill anything moving. Been building up for the long run. I be rapping like I'm on one. This shit finito, but far from done.
You need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate that moment until it's past.
Yeah, there was a time I thought